Welcome to So You Think You Can Write, where we give serious writing critique without taking ourselves too seriously. My name is Bennett Lodge, and with me is...
Janette, Rallison.
Blaylock.
Adrienne, Quintana.
Brock Booher.
All right, and the way the show works is our narrator, who's our narrator today?
Me.
Janette's going to read a submission, first page submission, and the rest of us will act as judges, and at any point, if we think an agent or an editor would reject the submission, we will hit the buzzer.
Did you? I thought I
I'm
heard
pretty
that.
sure this is what agents and editors do. They have.
They
these on
should.
their
If they
ads.
don't, they're missing out.
And so Janette's going to read it.
Okay. This is called Aliens with Cash Registers.
I like the title.
Yeah. They say bad luck comes in threes. Just who is they, anyway? I've had... Okay.
Wow, at least you like the title.
No, I like the title. The second part, I like that it comes in threes, but I don't like the just who is that anyway. I think it feels like it's a little cliche to do that.
Okay.
Is it who is they or who are they?
Oh, who is
Should
they?
be.
I thought that's why you were buzzing it for. Okay.
So do you want to buzz there too?
I don't.
I would
Okay.
just leave that line out.
Saving my buzz.
Okay. I've had at least one terrible bad luck thing happen every day for the past week. Ouch! A piece of candy bounced off the top of my head. I shut my eyes so the next piece wouldn't poke one out. Have some more candy, the old lady cackled as she lobbed another one. It bounced off the knitting needles that stuck out of the yarn that tied my hands like a tourniquet. I wiggled my purple-tinged fingers in an attempt to get some blood circulating so they wouldn't fall off. If she would just go away, I could lean over and pull out the knitting needles with my teeth. Then the yarn would loosen up. Ridiculous to be tied up in a dusty old room with lace doilies on every surface and the distinctive smell of old people, I grumbled as I opened my eyes just in time.
Take that away. You already buzzed.
Did you already
one.
buzz? You did buzz twice.
Sorry, I just
She's
don't.
an agent and an editor.
Now it's the editor. It's the editor. I just think that you wouldn't say that to yourself.
I almost buzzed it.
It's too long. People don't say ridiculous to be tied up in a dusty room. That's
Yeah.
like you're telling.
Hold on. It's not her buzzer. This is mine because that's what I was gonna say. Is read the dialogue out loud because you wouldn't say that to yourself
Or to anyone out loud like
right.
that either.
I actually started. I forgot that you put the quotation marks in, and when I saw them at the end, I'm like, wait, that was dialogue? So I was going to buzz it before double buzz
The
over
distinct
here.
smell of old people. I've never said to be tied up in a room with the distinct smell of old people. That
Yeah.
you don't say that out loud.
Right, and
I say it all the time.
You would, Bennett.
I'm going to say it tonight, but I thought it was the old lady speaking. So that's another.
Whoever it was speaking, I didn't realize it was dialogue
Yeah.
until, I mean, I'd forgotten the initial quotation by the time I got to the end of it because it was all so long.
Yeah, and if the old lady's in the room and you're having this dialogue, which seems like it's to yourself, grumble.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
know.
Let me see. Okay.
grumbled.
As I opened my eyes just in time to see a butterscotch disc hit my nose. It didn't really hurt, but it was annoying. Thank goodness the crazy lady tossed like a little girl. I can say that because first, I'm the point guard on the girls' 7th grade basketball team, and second is, well, I'm a girl. And I...
Okay, yeah, she told us she's a girl like 3 times there. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, all right.
Maybe
And
she's really a girl.
She's really a girl.
She's a girly girl.
Girly girl. And only girls should be able to say that and get away with it. Now, I hope you've never found yourself with your hands and feet tied up with yarn by an evil gaggle of little old ladies with cash registers like me. Before you get all upset about me being disrespectful to the elderly, hear me out. These little old ladies are not ordinary little old ladies like nice grandmas that bake chocolate chip cookies that melt in your mouth. No, these ladies are really aliens taking the form of little old ladies.
Awesome.
I really liked it. I did.
That was a great lesson.
Yeah.
That was.
So this is obviously middle grade, which is
Yeah.
fun.
Mhm.
I think, and it's got a good strong voice for
Yeah.
that. I
Yeah.
think it's funny right away. The title's funny. Yeah.
She buzzed it twice.
Well,
Imagine.
even
I
if you
took
like
one of
it,
those
an
back.
agent
One of
or
those is
editor
mine.
might buzz you.
Well,
you know?
right, and we're trying to offer advice of how to help
Tighten it up.
Yeah, so that editors and agents will read on. And the thing I saw, my pet peeve is the whole using as when it's not needed, and I did see that with our favorite line of dialogue, ridiculous
I
to be
grumbled
tied up.
as.
I grumbled as I opened, just like, you could just say I opened my eyes just in time to see it, but like we didn't, you could just, if you wanted grumbled, but I think we agreed that dialogue should be taken out.
Well, and this was a little clunky too down here. That I can say that first,
Yeah.
or that because First, I'm the point guard on the girls' seventh grade basketball team, and second is,
Yeah.
well, that feels like a voice thing. Like it could be done that way, but it feels like I'm not sure if it's correct. I don't know. And then, well, I'm a girl. I mean, we're getting some internal dialogue, but it just felt a little clunky.
Yeah, I think if you look at this like this, ridiculous to be tied up. That should have just been internal thought. As internal
Not
thought,
dialogue.
it would be fine.
As you read it, I mean, because I don't have a copy in front of me, I thought it was internal.
Yeah, that's why I buzzed that part.
Or if she's trying to insult the old lady, she should actually insult the old lady
Yeah.
and say, like, thank
Oh,
you
that'd
for
be
tying
so
me
much
up in a
better.
dusty old room with lacy doilies on every surface and the distinctive smell of old people.
Well, and I
You
think
know.
saying ridiculous to be tied up is kind of telling us too. I think you want us to feel like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
We already do feel like it's
It
ridiculous.
is ridiculous, and,
Like,
and it's good.
It's good ridiculous.
It's
We
good
like that.
imagery.
So we like tied up in a dusty old room.
I
with
like
lace
that
doilies
being
on every
internal
surface.
thought that she's telling that to us.
Yeah.
Or, like I said, insult the old lady because that's why she throws another one. And so
Yeah.
You're like, what you gonna do? Toss a doily at me? Or I mean, I don't know,
Yeah.
something.
you
make
smell
fun
of elderberries.
Yeah.
I love that the little ladies are aliens.
Yeah.
I want to read this book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure my husband came up with this plot one time.
the little ladies is
I wanna
Well, they
read
weren't
this
little
book
old
too,
ladies,
then.
but yeah.
Okay. One other thing. Be careful of your use of exclamation points. There's 3 on this page. For ouch, I would keep that one because generally the rule is you use them when your characters are really raising their voices.
And the
But
no
don't-
at the bottom.
Well, yeah.
I've had at least one terrible bad luck thing happen every day for the past week. If
Yeah.
you read it like
So,
with the
right.
exclamation point, it probably doesn't need it.
So yeah, well, and you're not usually supposed to use them in internal thought.
Yeah.
So I just would take that one out. The one down there with the no, I think it can stay. It's also capitalized, so that
So keep
It's
2 out of
already
3.
on.
yeah, it might. Yeah, it's already anyway. So those little things, but I feel like this is a fun voice for
And fun premise.
Yeah.
So let's vote.
Okay.
I want to start with Bennett.
All right, I'm going to give it a set. I think a couple minor, maybe grammatical issues there, and I think you're ready to go. And I love the idea behind the story.
And see, and this is one of those times where I feel like I'm kind of a little bit in between. But
So, yeah,
So it's gonna
Okay.
be set.
We'll
I know what
come
she's
back
going to
to
say.
that.
It's set.
Right there.
This one's a set.
okay, we'll say that it's a set.
Yes.
Because
Nailed
yeah, I feel like I wanted some more lines of her thinking about why she was in this situation, like but anyway, I would just play with it a little bit. But yeah, I mean, this is a great first scene where your character's tied up by little old lady aliens. You can't beat that for
He's more candy
middle
at you.
age. Yeah,
Yeah.
or middle grade drama. Middle age drama is a different thing. I wish
That's-
there was more candy involved in that.
That's what happens when these cameras go off. Jeez. All right. I also love the setup. I'm going to go set because I do think that there are some changes that need to be made, but great start. Great start.
Yeah, I'm gonna say set too. Just the things I mentioned before. I would take out that second sentence and then tighten up that dialogue and just the other things that were mentioned.
I'm going to also vote set. I think it's a very good opener, a very good scene. I just think some of the sentences are a little clunky, and you need to wordsmith them and maybe take a couple of them out. But this would be a fun story to read.
All right, so did we get it right? Make sure to give us a comment. Let us know if you think we're right on it or we're not right on it, or ask us questions or comment on our outfits or anything like that.
Yeah.
Comment on our pseudonyms.
Yes.
This week's author spotlight is by Heather Chapman and is entitled The Forgotten Girl. It is 1906, and 16-year-old Stella's future in Derlosi, Poland has never looked bleaker. After losing her parents at a young age, she was taken in by her brother's family. But now, after years of mistreatment, she determines to escape her brother and the oppression of Russian-occupied Poland and travel to America, a land of hope and opportunity. Determined to find her independence, Stella is not looking for love, but after arriving in Fells Point, Maryland, she can't help but be drawn in by a tall stranger, despite his rough exterior. What follows is a journey of love, loss, and self-discovery. Can Stella find happiness in her new life? Will she be able to let someone love her, and can she let herself love him in return? Inspired by a true story, witness how a forgotten girl made her life truly unforgettable. Forgotten Girl is the prize this week for leaving comments on any of our social media by Heather Chapman and available at Amazon.com.
In addition to our quarterly prize of a William Shakespeare air freshener, we have additional yearly prizes.
That's right. We have a Get Out of the Slush Pile free from Shadow Mountain and also a first chapter critique.
And the same prize coming from Cedar Fort Publishing. So you'll get out of the slush pile with them and also the chapter critique.
Some great prizes we offer. Also, you can follow us at our podcast, Ready, Set, Write Podcast. You can find us on the internet. You can find us through Apple as well, through iTunes. And look for us on all of our social media. Also, look for our published books wherever good books are sold, because we do write occasionally, because that's what we do. And we'd like to thank Connor Blaylock for his technical support and helping us get this production put together.
I know the elephant just walked behind us. Feel it.
He's probably going to bleep all this out. But anyway, that's okay. Thank you, Connor. And of course, thanks to you for listening. Please subscribe to our YouTube and to all the social media that we also subscribe to, and we're glad to interact with you anytime. Until next time,
Get ready.
Get set.
Right. Notice how we haven't asked anybody to find us on Snapchat, because I don't even know if you follow people on that or if you subscribe.
Snapchat.
Follow. None of us are on Snapchat. You're
This
on.
isn't it?
I actually am on Snapchat,
We're
but just to
snapping
follow my kids,
Yeah.
because that's
Just
the
the
only
only
reason.
If you want to
All right,
find
so I
me,
have
your
the
best
subscribe button.
best is in the grocery store. That's where I am. At Twitter,
Really?
Facebook too.
You're in the grocery store? Which
How
app
do you
is
get
that?
Are you asking people to follow you at the grocery store?
You can find
Yes.
you
No,
can
no.
you can find Janette in the produce
Don't
section.
follow too close. Do your kids ever do that and like follow you with the cart and give you like a flat tire?
Just
Get away!
just don't follow Janette in the frozen food section.
No.
Stay away.
Unless you're a sparkly vampire.
Sparkly vampires can follow anytime. Hot policemen also.
This is all unusable. All of it. It's completely unusable, and yet we put it up here. So what does that say about us?
It says.
We're narcissistic. That's what it says.
Subscribe.